Good morning, traders, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setup for today. So we ended up with a bit of a red bar, engulfing red bar in actual fact, on the daily. I think that's just really profit taking. Don't see any alarm bells at the moment, so that's just really profit taking from a record August. So I think we were up, if I'm correct, around 6%. Let's just get to the beginning of the month and then we'll take it from there to where we closed. Now, so futures was up pretty much 8 and a bit % for August, which is a pretty good month. Anyway, we don't trade the monthly, we trade the lower time frames, and that's what we're looking for. So we've had a pullback onto structure, and that structure is right there. So there were two levels I gave you yesterday. This was one of them, and the other one was there. Okay, so the buying opportunity happened pretty much late for me, going into the close of the session yesterday. So didn't really get an opportunity into it. So what I'm looking for is another opportunity. So if you managed to get in on that, congratulations. That was a pretty solid entry down there. What I'd be waiting for now is either a pullback onto this area here, 3,500 again, or alternatively, what I'd be looking for is a break above 3,512. So break above 3,512 would get me long. This trend line here did break. There's now another one forming, which is that one there, which we're flirting with. So that is the next thing to watch out for. One thing I just want to point out here is, where was it? There was a range bar. There we go, on the 8 hour. So let me just zoom in here. Okay, so get rid of the noise. This price action that you see here, this bar here, that is a range bar. So in other words, in that 8 hour period, we basically were up and down, and closed fairly close at the beginning. So here's another one here. Okay, so when you look at these range bars, and it's not exact, I'm going to take the height of the range bar, a break to the upside gives me a measured move. Okay, there's my measured move, and you can see the selling came off that measured move. So now take that same range bar, and let's just get it exactly onto there. So a break to the upside of that range bar gives you a measured move up there. I'll give you the levels now. Break to the downside would give you a measured move down to there. Okay, so these range bars play out more often than not. So when you see a range bar, treat it as a range, and you can actually, if I just delete, I want to delete that one. Okay, so that's pretty much, I'm trying to get it exact, and I suppose I'm wasting time by doing that, but I hope you get the picture here. So it is a range, that is the range. Okay, this next bar is pretty much inside the range. If I come to the 1 hour, and let's just zoom out a bit so we can see what is happening here. So in the 8 hour period, this is the range. Okay, so it was down, up, okay, and that is typical of a breakout pattern, which is basically what a range is. It's testing highs and lows and looking for a direction. So that is typically what we're looking for. So just using that logic, you can already see that you have a fairly good trade that may potentially brew on a break of 3517 and a break of 3489 to the downside. So if we break to the upside, you're looking at 3545. I'd actually extend that slightly to a 3550. That would be my target that I'd be looking at, being a round number. And break the downside, you'd be looking to buy in somewhere down here at 3459 or 3460. Okay, and if you look to the left, you'll see a little bit further down will be some pretty decent support at 3451. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Obviously not looking for shorts, not in a bull trend like this. So I'm only looking for opportunities to buy. Are we going to get one here? Possibly. Or do we need to wait for further down? That's also a possibility. So right now we are sideways. My bias at the moment is if this trend line breaks, and this is that trend line there, if that trend line breaks, look for the retest and I'm long, and my first target is going to be 3545. Okay, anyway guys, that's short and sweet on the S&P, but those range bars, you can test it on pretty much any time frame. You'll see more often than not they do play out. Okay, hope it helps, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.